Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at common ratio. In a previous video we talked about the common difference, but today we're working with common ratio. So let me give you a sequence so I can explain to you what I mean by common ratio. So with common difference in the sequence, we figure out what's being added to the previous number to change the number. So let me give you this sequence here: 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, so you can see that if you subtract the second minus the first, it won't get you the same number. But if you divide the second minus the first, it'll get you the same number. What's going on is we're multiplying by 2 each time to get you the next number. Okay, so today's lesson is trying to figure out what's that number that's being multiplied. And you can do that by dividing. So let me show you an example. So here it says find the common ratio of a geometric sequence. So right then you know a geometric sequence is the one where you find the common ratio. Last time it was arithmetic or arithmetic sequence. With geometric sequence, you need to find the common ratio. So what you're going to do is, we've got these terms here, and the proper notation for them is like ace of 1, ace of 2, ace of 3, and they're just numbering the terms. The first one's 6, the next one's 12, and the next one's 24. We're going to take that second term and divide it by the first term, just like we did with the common difference, but instead of subtracting, we're dividing. So I can say 12 divided by 6 and see what I get. And I get 2. Alright, on this next one I'm going to do 24 divided by 12, and I still get 2. And you only have to do it once if they tell you it's a geometric sequence. But I'm doing it twice just to confirm that you get the same number when you divide twice. Okay, go ahead and take a look at this next problem and pause the video and see if you can find the geometric sequence. I'm sorry, the common ratio. Alright, so let's take a look. So we're going to take the second term, which is 16, divided by 8, and you get 2. And just for extra measure, I'm going to do 32 divided by 16, and I get 2. So 2 is the common ratio. Alright, let's take a look at another example. So here, you got some negative numbers, but that doesn't change anything. We still going to do the same thing. Take the second term, negative 30, and divide it by negative 15. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. 30 divided by 15 is 2. They just happen to be 2. Not all the answers are 2. Okay, and just for extra measure, negative 60 divided by negative 30 will also get us 2. Third divided by the second. Alright, take a look at this last example. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can find the common ratio. Okay, so this is what you want to do on this one. You'll take the second term, 12, divided by negative 4. And positive divided by a negative is a negative. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So the common ratio is 3. But just to make good measure, you get negative 36 divided by a positive 12. Negative divided by a positive is negative, and 36 divided by 12 is 3. So the common ratio is negative 3. And if you see the negatives alternating, negative, positive, negative, then positive, then your common ratio is going to be negative. Okay? And another thing, if let's say um, you're working and your second term is smaller than your first term as far as distance from 0. So let's say you have, instead of it being 12 divided by -4, let's say it's 4 divided by 12. And that gives you a decimal. So, and that decimal would be the common ratio. But what you probably want to do is just simplify it. And if we simplify 4 over 12, that's going to make it 1 over 3. And that common ratio will be 1/3. If you got a fraction, or I should say fraction, a number between 0 and 1 as your common ratio, then your numbers will get smaller and smaller and smaller and closer to 0. But that's it. That's how you find the common ratio. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.